Welcome back, students. So, you know that while solving any problems in physics, the formulas are very important. So, without the knowledge of formula, it is impossible to solve any numericals related to the physics problems. That's why I'm telling. So, you can practice the formula in a good manner and you should remember the formulas always. So, that helps for competitive examinations also. See here, in this session of class, the numericals related to the ray optics, I am going to explain some problems related to the ray optics. See here, I have taken three problems today here. The first problem related to the prism. You know that how to write the principal cross section of the prism. This is what the principal cross section of the prism, and it is the base of the prism. You know, it is a base. Say A is the angle of the prism, BC is the base of the prism. Here, in the numericals related to this prism, see, this is what the angle, and this prism is made by a material called glass material. Glass material. Now, this glass is having a constant value called refractive index. So, in this problem, refractive index, angle of the prism, angle of minimum deviation. Only three variables are present. The relation between all these three is given by, this is what the formula what we are using. N is the refractive index of the given material if it is placed in air media. The formula should be sine of A plus D divided by 2 whole divided by sine of A by 2. Here A is angle of the prism, angle of the prism. D is angle of minimum deviation. This is very important. It is not any deviation, it is specifically the minimum deviation. Minimum deviation. And N is the refractive index. Refractive index is a constant related to the glass. Now, so in this problem, you can observe three variables. The first one is the refractive index, second one is angle of minimum deviation, and third one is the angle of the prism. So in the numericals, with the help of this formula, there are three possibilities. Here, in the first case, refractive index has to be calculated. If angle of the prism and angle of the minimum deviation is given, this is the first possible case. The second possible case in the numericals is, you know that if the angle of minimum deviation is given and refractive index is given, and you should calculate the angle of the prism. And the third possible numericals is refractive index is given, angle of the prism is also given, you should calculate angle of minimum deviation. So in this session of class, I am going to explain all these three methods and how to solve these, I am going to explain how to solve these three methods of numericals related to the prism. Here, in all the three cases, the given condition is it should be at minimum deviation only. If it is minimum deviation only, then only you can use this formula. This is the formula related to minimum deviation. In some textbook, instead of giving a capital D, they may give delta subscript n. So this minimum deviation is also represented as delta subscript n. So like this they will represent. Okay, let us come to the problem. I have taken three problems here today to solve the numericals. Let us take three problems. Simultaneously, I want to explain how to solve all the three problems. See the first problem. So observe carefully. Here, A prism of angle 60 degree produces angle of minimum deviation 40 degree. So, angle of minimum deviation is given, it is 40 degree. And what is refractive index? So, we have to calculate refractive index, and here at the beginning they are given angle of the prism 60 degree. Right. So, in the first problem, the first method I was taken, example for the first method I was taken here. And in the second problem, calculate the angle of minimum deviation. We have to calculate angle of minimum deviation. This method I was taken, angle of minimum deviation produced by a prism of angle 60 degree and refractive index 1.5. So, refractive index is given, angle of the prism is given, and you have to calculate angle of minimum deviation. This is the third method. In the second problem, I have taken the third method to solve the problem. So, the first and third method is somewhat easier compared to the last one. So, in this problem, A prism of refractive index 1.5 produces an angle of minimum deviation 40 degree. Calculate the angle of glass prism. See here, see the difference between these three problems, that is very important. So, while solving any numericals, first you have to understand what they are given and which physical quantity we need to calculate. So, that is very important. And one more important, the respective formulas are very important. So, without the knowledge of formula, it is impossible to solve any numericals in physics. So, let us come to the first problem here. So, in the first problem, I will list out the given data. I will take the first problem now. See, in these three problems, no need to write the ray diagram. Directly, you can list out the given data, and you can calculate the required values here. See, the solution for the first problem is, so first you list out the given data. Given data. See, a prism of angle 60 degree. So, to represent the angle of prism A, angle of prism is given. How much the angle of prism? It is 60 degree. And the next one produces an angle of minimum deviation. So, minimum deviation they have to represent delta subscript m or capital D you can take. So, how much they are given? 40 degree. Angle of minimum deviation is 40 degree. And what is refractive index? So, refractive index we have to calculate. Refractive index is represented by a symbol n, or in some textbook they may give mu also. So, this is a symbol commonly we are using n as a refractive index. And one more physical quantity we have to calculate here. Calculate the angle of incidence. So, angle of incidence is represented by a small letter I. Okay. So, this is very important. While solving any numericals, first you need to understand the problem. What the physical quantity they are given and what physical quantity we need to calculate. So, that is very important. So, after that, after writing the given data, and you can write the required formula. So, required formula, this is related to minimum deviation. See, this is very important. Minimum deviation given. So, for minimum deviation, we know that in a prism, the refractive index n is equal to sine of A plus D, or you can take delta m whole divided by 2 divided by sine of A by 2. See, in this formula, this is the required formula to solve this problem. Because n we have to calculate, A and delta m is given. So, these two variables are given. The required calculated variable should be the refractive index of the prism when it is placed in the air medium. Now, so after writing the formula, you can write the substitution in the next step. See, sine A is how much? Here it is A is 60 degree plus delta m is 40 degree divided by 2 whole divided by, so in the next part it is sine of a by 2. How much? A is 60 degree divided by 2. So while solving any problem, first you have to list out the given data and represents the required formula, and you do the substitution. So in the next step, it is only the rest of the thing is simplification. N is equal to sine of, you can use the calculator to simplify any numerical problems. So in the examination, you are not supposed to use scientific calculators. Compulsory, one should use numerical calculators only. If you want to get any trigonometric data, you can use the log table. In the examination, log tables are provided, so no need to worry about that. 60 plus 40 is 100. 100 divided by 2 is again how much? It is 50 degree. Divided by 60 divided by 2, it should be 30 degree. It is 30 degree. See, sine 30 is a standard value. So the sine 30 value is 0.5. But sine 50 is not a standard value. To get this sine 50 value, so you have to use a class table. There in the class table, you have to go for trigonometric function, sine logarithmic sine value. So there we have to find the sine function 50 degree value. So I will use the calculator here to simplify that one. But in the examination, you have to compulsory use a class table to get this value. So the sine 30 value, sine 50 value I will take here. Sine 50 degree is it's a value you will get in the class table 0.7660. So this is the value we are getting from the class table. If you go to sine function and you can search for 50 degree and 0 minute, so we will get 0.7660 whole divided by sine 30. There also will get sine 30, but sine 30 is a standard value. So you can use the class table or you can write the standard value here. You know that sine 30 value is how much? 0.5. Now if we take the ratio of these two, 0.766 divided by 0.5, we will get 1.532. 1.532. You are not supposed to write any unit for this because refractive index should not have any unit. That is very important. If you are writing any unit, then definitely we will lose the marks in the examination, because refractive index is a unitless physical quantity. That's very important. So we already calculated the first required data, the first required quantities, that is refractive index we got. And the second quantity we need to find angle of incident. Angle of incident. Angle of incident. To find the angle of incident, here angle of incident, there is a formula I plus delta m is equal to angle of the prism. See, I plus delta m is equal to angle of the prism. So you can use this formula to calculate, because there is two formulas. Angle of minimum deviation, it is not minimum deviation, it is any deviation. So that's why you can use this formula to solve this. Angle of the prism, okay, therefore we will get I is equal to, here it is the sin I value, A plus delta m divided by 2. So I is equal to, A is 60 degree, delta m is 40 degree, whole divided by 2. Then angle of the prism, 100 by 2. 100 by 2 is how much? It is 50 degree. So we have calculated both the required physical quantities. So I want to explain once again. So first you read the problem carefully. That is very important. And list out all the given data. And these are all the given data, and these two quantities should be calculated. In the next part, you have to write the required formula. So first thing we have to calculate refractive index. Refractive index n is equal to sine of a plus delta m divided by 2 whole divided by sine of a by 2. Now in the next part, you have to substitute the values, given value 60 degree a, delta m is 40 degree divided by 2 whole divided by sine of 60 by 2. So then it will become sine 50 degree whole divided by sine 30 degree. So then so sine 50 degree, you have to search this value in the plots table, right? So sine 30 degree is also there, you will get. So its value is 0.500. Now the ratio of these two is gives the value of refractive index of the given value. Next, to find the angle of incident, I is equal to a plus delta m by 2 is the formula. It will become 60 plus 40 whole divided by 2. Finally, the angle of incident is 50 degree. See, in the examination, actually this question is asked in the examination in March 2014 examination for 5 marks. See here, while writing the formula, 1 marks they will give. For substitution, 1 marks. Simplification, 1 marks. And proper answer if the unit is required and not required. That is very important. Here the unit is not required. For that it is 1 marks. So it is 4 marks step, and for another 1 marks you will get for this type of angle of incident, for 1 marks they will put. So this is the 5 marks question. So this is the first method of the problem given in the prism. So when the prism is placed at minimum deviation. So now come to the next numerical problem. I want to take this the next numerical problem. See, this is the next numerical problem. I will take it here. Okay. So before that, I will request from all the students, you take pass at this position, or else I will take the photocopy of this and send to the group. Okay, let us move on to the second problem here. See, in the second problem, calculate the angle of minimum deviation. So what we have to calculate? Angle of minimum deviation, delta m, we have to calculate. So the other two quantities are given. Deviation produced by a prism of angle 60 degree. Angle of the prism is given. Angle of the prism is represented by A. How much they are given? 60 degree. And refractive index, they are given as refractive index n is equal to 1.5. So in this problem, second problem, this is the problem number 2. See here, the required formula is same as previous problem. In a previous problem, we have taken this formula. N is equal to sine of a plus delta m divided by 2 whole divided by sine of a by 2. So here a we have to calculate. We have to calculate a, and n is given. Delta m we have to calculate. A is given and n is also given. So that's why you take the cross multiplication first. So here, because we have to simplify it for delta m. So that's why the required formula can be simplified in this way. Sine of a plus delta m divided by 2 is equal to n into sine of a by 2. Now substitute n value and a value. So in the next step, n value is how much? 1.5 they are given. A value is how much? 60 degree. 60 degree divided by 2. 60 by 2 is 30 degree. 1.5 into sine 30 degree. So the value becomes 1.5 into sine 30 is 0.5. The product of these two is 1.5 into 0.5. You get a value of 0.75. Now what we have to do in the next step here, this value is sine of A plus delta m divided by 2. So we need to simplify it for delta m. That is very important. We want to calculate the angle of minimum deviation. So that's why we have to remove the trigonometric sine function. You know how to remove this trigonometric function, just to transfer to the right hand side. This will become inverse function. So therefore, in the next step, A plus delta m divided by 2, which is equal to, it becomes as sine inverse of 0.75. Now, for this value also, you need to use the log table. There we have to function inverse function. So inverse function means first you have to search this value and the respective degrees should be obtained there. So here I will take directly, but while practicing these numerical problems, compulsory all the students can use only the Clauss table to simplify this one. Don't use the scientific calculator. So which is equal to, so the value of the sine inverse of 0.75 becomes, it is 48 degree 35 minutes. 48 degree 35 minutes. But we want to simplify it for delta m. So to simplify it for delta m, it will become A plus delta m is equal to, just to take the cross multiplication, 48 degree 35 minutes. You know how to represent minute. This bar represents minutes, this bubble represents degree, into 2. So while multiplying, this is very important. You can multiply the 2 for both the values. It will become 48 into 2. So 48 into 2, you know that 48 into 2 is equal to 96 degree. 35 into 2, it is 70 minutes. So this is the value of A plus delta m. But I want only delta m. So in the next step, I want to consider delta m is equal to 96 degree 70 minutes minus A. A is given, you know that it is 60 degree. Delta m is equal to 96 degree 70 minutes minus 60 degree. It means 60 degree 0 minute. So we have to subtract like this: 96 degree 70 minutes, 60 degree 0 minute. 70 minus 0 is 70 only. 96 minus 60 is 6 minus 96 minus 60 you have to consider here. 96 minus 60, you can use the calculator, 36 degree 70 minutes. So the angle of minimum deviation becomes 36 degree 70 minutes. So here I want to say some note that's very important. See, in the previous problem what we have solved, there we have taken, so here the value A is given as angle of the prism as 60 degree. Angle of minimum deviation they are given as 40 degree. And there we have calculated refractive index. That refractive index, the answer we got in the previous problem is 1.532. See this value, this fraction can change this value. Right. Actually 40 degree for 1.532 refractive index, the minimum deviation should be 40 degree. But we are getting 36 degree 70 minutes. That fraction, instead of getting 40 degree, we are getting 36 degree 76 minutes, 70 minutes. It means this fraction can change this value. So that's why. So don't get confused here. Right. See here, if A is 60 degree and delta M is 40 degree, definitely you will get 1.532, not 1.5. So that's why. Here in this problem, they given only 1.5. That's why you are getting delta M is 36 degree 70 minutes. So you got an idea how to solve this? So I will take the picture of this and send to the group, and you can copy this numericals in your notebook. Welcome back once again. So now I am going to solve the next numerical problem, that is problem number 3 here. See here in this problem I already told a prism of refractive index 1.5. So here in problem number 3, refractive index is given. How much the refractive index? 1.5. Produces an angle of minimum deviation. How much the angle of minimum deviation? Delta M is 40 degree. So what we need to calculate here? Calculate the angle of glass prism. So we have to calculate angle of glass prism. See, compared to the first and second problem what we have solved, compared to first and second problem, here somewhat this problem is lengthier. So I will tell why it is lengthier. See, the related formula is same what we have used in previous both the problems. N is equal to sine of A plus delta M divided by 2 whole divided by sine of A by 2. Same problem, same formula I am using. See here, why it is take lengthier? A term 2 times is here. So we have to cancel the term A one time. So because after simplification we can keep the value of A only one time, then you will get the final answer A. So that's why it should be a lengthier problem. So how to solve this? First we can split this value. N is equal to sine of A by 2 plus delta M by 2. So this 2 will comes for both the terms, for the numerical terms, A by 2 and delta M by 2. And whole divided by, you can keep as it is, sine of A by 2. No changes in the denominator. Now, everybody know that sine C plus sine D formula. Sine C plus D formula. Or else you can take sine A, sine B. Or sine of A plus B also you can take. A plus B. So whatever the terms you require, you can take, no problem. So the formula is sine of A plus B can be, this is the standard formula. It is already studied in the first PUC trigonometry. There they will explain sine A into cos B plus cos A into sine B. So I am using this formula to expand this numerator term. Sine of A plus B formula. This is what the formula I am using. N is equal to sine of, instead of A you have to write sine A by 2, the first term. Second term is cos B. So the formula becomes here into cos of delta M by 2. Delta M by 2. Plus is there in the formula in the middle. Cos A. So the cos A, which is A term, A by 2. Into sine of delta M by 2. Delta M divided by 2. So just I am using this standard trigonometry formula to expand this term. Whole divided by 2. So whole divided by sine of A by 2. See, you can split this sine term on both the terms here. So in the first term it get cancels. In the second term it will become cos A by 2 whole divided by sine A by 2. It can be written as cos by sine is, it should be cot. I will take the reciprocal of cot. Cot reciprocal, it is tan function. I will write in the next step. See here, it is sine A by 2 cos delta m by 2 whole divided by sin a by 2. Here this term get cancels. But in the next part, cos a by 2 into sin delta m by 2 whole divided by, it is sin a by 2. Just I am splitting this term for both the numerator values here. So in the first part, sin a by 2 get cancels. The remaining term is n is equal to cos delta m by 2. Right now, so the cos delta m by 2 plus cos a by 2 sin a by 2, it is cot. So reciprocal of cot is tan. That's why I will take this as a sin delta m by 2. I will keep as it is. No changes here. But cos by sin is cot. Reciprocal of cot is tan. That's why in the denominator I will take tan function. Tan a by 2. So very simple trigonometric rule here I am using. Sin by cos is tan and cos by sin is cot. That's why it becomes sin by cos can be written as tan. That should be in the denominator because cos term can be taken as here also. So it will comes here cos a by 2. So that's why I will take this as tan a by 2 in the denominator. Okay, in the next step. So now the term a becomes only one time. Now we can go for the substitution. See here, I will take this cos delta m by 2 in the left hand side. In the next step, you can take like this, n minus cos delta m by 2. Just I am transferring from right hand side to left hand side, which is equal to, so which is the remaining term? Sin of delta m by 2 whole divided by tan of a by 2. Now I am going to substitute the values. See, only two values are given. N and delta m is given. Substitute value. N is 1.5 minus cos delta m. Delta m is how much? 40. 40 degree divided by 2, which is equal to sin of delta m. Again, delta m is 40 degree. 40 degree divided by 2 whole divided by, you can keep as it is because we have to calculate the value of a here. A is represents angle of the prism. Now, let us come to the cross multiplication. Tan a by 2 is equal to, so parallelly I will take 40 by 2 as 20 degree. So it will become sin 40 by 2. Delta m is 40 degree even. 40 by 2 is 20 degree divided by, the whole term comes here. 1.5 minus cos 20 degree. See the value of sin 20 degree and cos 20 degree. You have to get that value from the Clause's table in the trigonometric function. Sin 20 degree numerical value is say tan a by 2. I am writing the values of sin 20 degree. Sin 20 degree is 0.3420. After decimal, you have to write only 4 significant figures. See, 4 numbers you have to write. Whole divided by 1.5 minus I want cos 20 degree. So cos 20 degree is 0.9396. Now only the rest of the thing is you can use the calculator and simplify this term. We'll get tan of a by 2 is equal to, so first you have to subtract this value. 1.5 is subtracted by 0.936 9396. I am getting here it is 0.3420 whole divided by, here it is 0.5604. Now take the ratio of this one, 0.3420 divided by 0.5604. We are getting tan of a by 2 value is equal to 0.6 102. Now you know that how to take the a by 2 value. Just transfer to the right hand side. Tan function is transferred to the right hand side. It will become tan inverse function. So therefore, in the next step, a by 2 can be written as tan inverse of 0.6102. So I will get the value here. Tan inverse of 0.6102. So we are getting a by 2 is equal to, so in degree I will write 31 degree 23 minutes I am getting. So then the value of a, becomes double that value. You just take the cross multiplication into 2, it is it are getting 62 degree 46 minutes. So this is what angle of the prism. We are getting a little bit higher than 60 degree. The reason I already told, because we are not exactly using this value. See, if you are using exactly 1.532, you will get 60 degree only, because of our 40 degree angle of minimum deviation. So don't worry about this fraction, because since we are giving, in the given data they have given only 1.5, the answer should be 62 degree 46 minutes. So this is the method to solve the third one. See, I already explained all the three methods in the angle of minimum deviation. The first method is we have to calculate refractive index by giving these two values. If these two values are given, the refractive index is calculated. That is a very simple method. The first method I already explained. In the second method, so to calculate angle of minimum deviation by given the value of a and n, that is also, compared to that one, it is simpler. Here it is lengthier because using one trigonometric formula. So first we have to expand this sine of a by 2 plus delta m by 2. So by using this formula, because we have to remove one term, because in this formula the term a, angle of minimum deviation, is 2 times. So first we have to reduce 2 times into 1 time. That's why it will take a long step, right? So that is the reason it is compared to other two methods, methods of problems. This is somewhat a little bit lengthier. So, and one more important thing I want to specify. So you are not supposed to use a scientific calculator. Compulsory you have to use a class table. So that was, I already explained in the first PUC how to use the class table. There you have to remember how to take the logarithmic value and how to take the trigonometric functions value, both the angle values and inverse functions. So that is very important. Suppose if you are not knowing how to do how to take the value, I will explain in one of the video there, right? So, and one of the important thing I want to tell here, see, after watching this video, all the students are informed to write the problem first, and solution is also written there. So whatever the problems and solution you are written on the notebook, that picture has to be sent to my personal WhatsApp number, right? So if you want any clarification, or if you have any doubts related to these problems, you can send the question or doubts to my WhatsApp number. Okay, thank you.